Everybody has to eat. That's just a fact. Everyone needs to manage what food supplies they have. Over the years, I personally have come up with a way to manage it that I'd say gets the most value for the money I spend. And I'd say I'm doing better on moderating intake, as my problem has always been that I eat too much. So today I want to talk about food management in terms of like keeping inventory and such. And again, getting the most value for your money. So I make my own pizza dough instead of buying frozen ones now because, well, it's more economically feasible compared to the frozen pizzas. Yeah, the Celeste brands are about $1.50 each, which is not still pretty low in today's inflation. But they just aren't as filling. Whereas I can buy the materials for a single serve pan pizza using a cast iron pan I have as a mold for the dough, if you will. And after I let the dough rise using rapid rise yeast so I don't have to have it sit as long, I can top it my way and have a much better pizza for. I haven't done the math to see how it compares to a single $1.49 Celeste pizza. I can tell you right now, it's a lot more filling because there's more sauce, more cheese, more pepperoni, and I can make it my way. Now, I can tell you for a fact it's definitely way better value compared to a DiGiorno or even the store brand 10-inch pizza. And it's only, I think, 8 inches is what I measured the pan diameter to be. Actually, I don't think I've actually measured it. I've just been using the 8-inch setting. Maybe it's a 6-inch. I don't know. So yeah, that's a start. It's also way better of a pizza than any of the takeout because I think I've mentioned it before and I'll say it again. I spent $35 on a stuffed crust pizza and a thing of churro bites. You know what? I think I might want to actually have ChatGPT make a recipe for something like that so that I can shake it up. So yeah, among other things like buns for my chicken sandwiches or burgers if I decide to buy beef, jumbo cookies that I'm now making to in lieu of buying packs of the Keebler cookies or any other brand. I've been following the serving size. Another thing to that's actually another good practice in the name of not only moderating portions, but also stretching the supply to get your money's worth. Following the serving size. So, for example, when knockoff Girl Scout cookies from Keebler were on sale, I bought a pack each of their totally not totally not what are the caramel delights and totally not Thin Mints. And I used snack bags to portion out two each of the not caramel delights and four each of not Thin Mints because that's what the serving size was. And then after each meal where I sit down and eat a proper meal like a pizza, the pasta, or the meat and potatoes, I would have a single snack bag of each serving ready to go. It's actually cheaper buying pre-packed individual than buying them if they're already individually packaged out. So yeah, take Oreos for example. I could have bought the package that the has them sealed in packets of two or four, or I could buy the party size container that already has X amount of servings that I can distribute across the snack bags, and that'll last me way longer. That's assuming I stay on track, because I admit, with the knockoff Girl Scout cookies, I wound up clearing the inventory or a Friday of last week because I wanted to start making the homemade cookies sooner. So, for the first time in a while, I made my peanut butter cookies. And I scooped them out with an ice cream scoop and made five big ones to have one per meal. So that was one each Saturday lunch, Saturday dinner, and then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday dinner because I went back to what was it? Because I went back to having the protein bar for lunch every single day now that my mom's back from her Florida trip, and to make my other supplies last a little longer. So yeah, the point is read serving sizes, or if you make your own stuff, plan them out. So that first batch of peanut butter cookies, as soon as I saw that the ice cream scoop I yields five large ones, I immediately planned them out for to last through Tuesday night, and through Tuesday night they lasted. Yeah, it was Monday that I decided to have ChatGPT adapt that recipe to sugar cookies. So what I did was I had ChatGPT adapt that, and then instead of the peanut butter, I used a stick of butter, softened, and 1 and 1/4 cup flour. And I have to say, I'm not disappointed by how the sugar cookies came out. And frankly, now I know that I can take some of the M&Ms I use for my movie popcorn, because I mix those into my popcorn, and then pile them on top of it to make it to make something like you've probably seen prepackaged sugar cookies in the past that have M&Ms on top of them. I gotta start doing that. Anyway, the point is I do my best to follow serving sizes or buy bulk supplies of foods I buy so that I can distribute them into smaller bags and have a visual of how much I have left. So, for example, the big bag of lightly salted potato chips I buy, I know that I can distribute one of those into three of these 32-ounce plastic deli containers that I have. And so I can have three servings of lightly salted potato chips ready to go. So those will last either an entire day where I have one each for morning, afternoon, and evening snack, and then, or if I have my cheese cracker sandwiches, like what I bring to the instant gratification job for a snack before the start of my shift, and then which is morning snack, and then afternoon snack during my break. I also have those for morning and afternoon snack. Yeah, I eat pretty lightly during the day, and then really concentrate the larger amounts into the evening with dinner and evening snack, whether it be that serving of chips, a bowl of popcorn that I make for my movie, mixed with the M&Ms, and because I actually have the proper meal at dinner, which is to say about 5 or 6 p.m. Whereas for lunch across the board, protein bar, good to go. I can get right back to work. Yeah, I like managing it this way because I can get the most value for what I spend. So I often buy those the Lay's brand of big chip bags when they're on sale for less than $2 each from Star Market, distributed into three smaller containers. That's less than $1 per chip serving, which is probably about the same amount of chips as the single serve bags they have in the deli area. Same with Cheez Its with these 16-ounce containers that I have. I have a whole lot of the plastic deli containers, so I distribute my snacks from larger packages of something like that into smaller portions so that I know how much I have. Yeah, I'm not perfect with following my own advice on actually read the serving size, but I follow it where possible. Like when I make my like when I make my cast iron pan pizza, all the different pizza sauces I've had have always been 1/4 cup, and that's what I spread on top of that one because if I do half a cup, then it'll be too much sauce. Whereas I would use half a cup if I bought one of those 10-inch Bobalis. Yeah, I use half a cup of cheese for the cast iron pan pizza because I need enough to cover her edge to edge. Not to mention a 1/4 cup, I see way too much sauce from underneath it. I should not be able to see sauce underneath cheese when I make a pizza. Let me put it that way. So yeah, to summarize, I like to stretch my food supply as long as possible, following serving sizes and buying bulk amounts that I redistribute into smaller containers that I can open up and eat when it comes time. That's how I manage my food inventory, and that's how I avoid spending too much and I get the most value for my money. So, on that note, I'm going to leave it here for the video. Comment down below how you manage your food inventory, or if you got any ideas for me, or if you have any suggestions for how I can do better. I'd love to hear it. Give this video a like, subscribe for daily videos, and I will see you soon.